All right. Happy Virgo new moon, everyone. Or whenever you're finding this video. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the energy, astrologically. It's the Virgo new moon today, as of the recording of this video. There's a lot going on in my life. I did not feel ready to make a video today, but we're carrying on. And I just wanted to pull some cards because if I were just to go with what I'm feeling and what's going on in my experience, I don't even know where this video would go. So we're gonna pull some cards and see what gets channeled through for anyone who finds this video. Yeah, because wow. Interesting. So right away, the first cards are the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man, which is kind of contradictory energy. Like the Ace of Swords is all about new beginnings in the mental realm, thinking of things differently, seeing things differently, putting a new perspective on things. And the Hanged Man is kind of pause, like a sacred pause type of energy. So it could feel like there's a lot of new ideas coming through, but you're being asked to kind of sit still and not really act just yet. Maybe you don't feel like it's time to really move forward with the things that are coming through just yet, which I think that if we can tap into our intuition, you know when it's time to go and when it's not. Sometimes we just have to sit with what is and breathe. And allow the present moment to be the teacher. So from what I'm taking in so far, I'm gathering that this moment of the Virgo new moon and everything else that's going on astrologically, it's a time for kind of chop wood, carry water type stuff. Taking care of the body. Taking care of our space. Just like doing the things of being human. And if anyone's not familiar with chop wood, carry water, I believe I first heard it from Ram Dass. It's like a recounting of a classic story where a monk is chopping wood and carrying water, and then he experiences enlightenment and he continues chopping wood and carrying water. So it's like, it can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, but basically it's saying we do the things of being human, and then you experience enlightenment, or you don't, whatever enlightenment is, and then you do the things of being human. So Yeah, my friends and I have been having a lot of talks about this concept lately of chop wood, carry water. Like we just show up and we do the things. And shit hits the fan and we show up and we do the things. Things get really good, success comes through, breakthroughs, miracles, and then we show up and do the things. So that is what we do. This literally feels like before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, perhaps in this case being mental breakthroughs, new ideas, blessings coming through in the mental realm. You had a beautiful dream that gave you clarity about something. You have a breakthrough in meditation or therapy or a psychedelic experience, whatever it is, new downloads coming in, some small or large version of enlightenment. And then we chop. That's funny. Came out upright, but I was just holding it reversed, so that could be a message for somebody. And then we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So yeah, it doesn't feel like a time of crazy action. It feels like you are having to work through some really heavy emotions before any big action takes place. Taking an inventory, I heard. Making sure that before you take action on these new ideas and downloads and inspiration that's coming through, that kind of an emotional, energetic inventory is taken. Seeing your own part, perhaps, in how things have been playing out, which is sometimes really brutal work. Because perhaps some of this clarity and enlightenment that's happening is that you're seeing unhealthy, unproductive patterns in your life. But we would be really missing out on a big chunk of potential healing if we don't see how our own stuff is involved in perpetuating these patterns. So taking stock of where we have been holding our own selves back is really valuable. And it can sound like there can be a big potential for lashing ourselves on the back there, but that is also unproductive. It is a massive act of self-love to be honest with ourselves about where we have been holding ourselves back. It is loving ourselves unconditionally to see where we potentially are holding ourselves back. So that we don't continue to do those same things. Yeah, I have a practice in my own life of pulling pulling a tarot card for myself at the beginning of every day. And today I pulled the Tower for myself. And we're all connected. So if it's me, it's you. If it's you, it's me. So it could really feel like there's a lot of stuff being suddenly shaken out of our lives. What once felt stable and secure could be suddenly pulled away, and we could be left wondering, how did this happen again? I don't deserve this. But again, it is a great act of self-love to see where we are creating certain patterns in our lives, allowing certain things to happen. And it's empowering. Because it shows us that we do have the power to either continue unhealthy patterns or unhealthy structures in our lives. We also have the power to change those. So seeing how maybe even like things that are not your fault, how has something in my health been holding me back? How has something, a trauma that exists in my body, my mind, my soul, how has that been holding me back? This is really thick stuff. How can I start to release the trauma from my body so that my health no longer holds me back? How can I start to really be honest with myself about how I'm showing up in the world so that I can attract healthier situations, attract healthier relationships, be a productive member of my community? How has my worthiness wounds, or rather unworthiness wounds, made me attract low vibration relationships, low vibration jobs, not enough resources, abundance, like really getting down to brutal honesty with ourselves about where things have been holding us back before we can really step into the next phase of life. And again, like I talk about on this channel a lot, there's never going to be that one place where we just reach a plateau and everything's, groovy and bliss forever. So it's an ongoing, ever deepening, ever expanding process of awareness, recalibrating, and carrying on. I feel complete with that. And I've got some chopping wood and carrying water to do. So I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.